refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of RBO. I'm your host, Vaughn. I'm here with my boy, Devin. How you doing today, my boy?
What's up, cuz? I'm in the building. Y'all know what it is. Number one Wizards fan. Don't forget it.
Hey, y'all heard him. Well, my bad, I called you Devin. My bad. Trigger Trae. You know,
Trigger Trae in the building from
Y'all see
downtown.
I see the
NBA
energy
Jams.
now. Yeah, I see the energy now from the Wizards fans.
Yeah, it's been there, but it's all right.
Well, since we're here, we're talking about the Wizards. So we're definitely going to talk about this Trae Young trade that just went down. Trae Young to the Wizards, and then we got to definitely talk about the aftermath in Atlanta because Jalen Johnson is now there to take over. But before we get started, I want everybody to like, subscribe, and share this with anybody that's an NBA fan. We touch on a lot of different topics. Last show, we talked about rookies. Today, we're talking about the Wizards and the Hawks. Next episode, you never know what we're going to talk about. We might be talking about, you know, how Jalen Brunson is still a better guard than Cade Cunningham until proven otherwise. That might be the next topic because, you know, Devin got something to say about that.
Yeah, I definitely do.
So, also, I'd like you guys to go down in the description. We got a link down there. With that link, you can become a member. We have different tiers. The highest tier is the superstar member. You get all the perks with that member. You get access to all the different chats. All sports get talked about in the chats. We have a parlay chat. And just a ton of fun, ton of knowledge. And you get a lot of live debates. A lot of debates that you see on all the shows on the network, a lot of them come from the chat. So definitely want to become a part of the family, getting them chats, and you know, game nights is a ton of fun. Everybody talking about the games. Nothing like NFL Sundays though in that chat. Woo, it's something else. But definitely lock in with the team. Also, all the other shows. We have a football show, we have a baseball show, a boxing show, college show. Tap in with all the shows. They're all download listed for you guys as well. But that's all I have for you guys now. Let's get straight into the topics, man. You know, I got my boy Trigger Trae Dev here. You know, if y'all don't know, Dev a shooter too. Dev a real life shooter. My boy Dev here. And we want to talk about Trae Young to the Wizards, man. So we were early in the year. Me and Dev, this is my guy. We were talking about how they might got to move on from Trae Young because the Atlanta Hawks look like they're going in a different direction. And then it pops up that Trae Young asked for a trade, and then Wizards is on the list. To be quite honest, I didn't think it was gonna happen because history shows you the Wizards can't have nothing great. You know, nothing. You know, you get the Bradley Bills, you get the no disrespect to Westbrook. You get the Westbrooks, you know what I'm saying? You don't get that guy that you can really be like, all right, we about to do something, you know? Trae Young is that guy, in my opinion. He's that guy that can elevate a team, especially if you got the right pieces, especially with these young guys. So, Devin, I want to hear from you. how do you feel about this trade with Trae Young coming to the Wizards? And I also want to know, what do you think that's going to do for you guys?
All right, so first off, I'm gonna start by saying I off the rip disagree because I'm obviously I'm happy about the trade. We got Trigger Trey, but I definitely would prefer Russ. I do think Russ that guy who can switch you over and take you to the top. I will say that. But and honestly, don't forget playing game. Take us to the play-in.
Okay.
So don't forget on my boy.
But
But
that's
as
taking
far
you
as
to
the
the top. The
I mean,
plan?
listen, for us, for us, it's been a drought. So that playing game was big for us. We almost cried in the city. But nah, as far as the trade with my man Trigger Trey, that's what I'm calling him all year, Trigger Trey. Honestly, I didn't think it was gonna happen. But then when I seen it happen, I was like, man, he said he wanted to come. They saying that Trae Young say he wanted to come to the Wizards. When the last person you heard say they want to come to the Wizards? That's the thing that's y'all getting me. We
Right.
was like you said, we've been talking about it. He gone. Because honestly, if you watching basketball and you see the team has easily been taken over by Jalen Johnson. Only because far as with him, I ain't gonna get too much into it because we're gonna talk about my boy too, but far as with him, he probably do every single category that you could say Trae Young do, but probably a little bit better. He's just a stat stuffer. So it was like,
Yeah.
what's the point of having Trae Young? So I knew Trae was gone. I just didn't think he was coming to the Wizards. To be honest, I thought he'd probably end up in somewhere like Orlando, LA, probably those two teams, Orlando, LA, or Phoenix. So I think, well, no, I like Gillespie, but I think they do need a guard. But those are the teams I thought he was going to end up in. So when he ended up with the Wizards, I was like, you know, I like it because honestly, we don't have no star players. If anybody know the Wizards,
No.
I pop my stuff with the Wizards, but we really don't have no star. Do I think Trae Young is like a huge mega star? No. Do I think he is like super game changing or franchise changing? Let me say franchise. He game changing, franchise changing. No, because he just small and he can't guard. I'm a big person on you gotta be able to guard. And that's another reason why I think they got rid of him. He just can't defend nobody. You
Yeah.
got Nikhil Alexander Walker, Dyson Daniels, and Jalen Johnson. That's a crazy wing perimeter defensive team if you know basketball. So I was like, us bringing Trae Young to the team, I ain't expecting him to check nobody. But what he do bring is, for people who don't know about my man Trae Young, he a assist machine. The man
Yes.
led the league in assists last year. As bad as they try to slander his name, he led the league in assists. Where I think like 11, 12 assists a game on like 25 points a game. That's tough to do. Ever since he been in the league, I think he had 1 year like 19 his first year. After that, he been like high 28s, 29, 25, 26 point score a game. To be that
Yeah.
small and the way they talk about him, like he just this little guard, to be that small and scoring like that, because he not no small guard like Isaiah Thomas, who to me, Isaiah Thomas was small, but he was tough. Don't nobody consider Trae Young like that.
Which one? Which Isaiah Thomas?
I ain't even talking about our
Okay.
era Isaiah. I'm talking about Zeke. My bad.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Either
I was
or
making
though.
sure.
To
I was
be
making
honest,
sure.
either or. I think the other IT is considered a little bit more tough than than Trae Young, because he at least get to the rack, get to the lane some. But they don't consider Trae Young like that. He actually is kind of 101 type of player. I don't know nobody this small who scoring this many points in the league. Let me see. I'm trying to think because I don't know. Is he smaller than Iverson? He gotta be
Yeah. He probably the same size for real.
height wise, or yeah.
They got him listed at 6'2", but I don't think
Okay,
he's
so
6'2".
height wise, they pretty much supposed to be similar, but it's just a difference in the game. Iverson played a game where he'd go to the cup. Basically, they treat Trae Young like he just won't go to the lane, and if he do, it's a floated. So it's just more of a finesse basketball game,
Yeah.
a skill set. So I was like, him coming to us. A lot of people acting like they upset because it's gonna stunt the growth above Carrington, but I'm like, get him out of there. I don't
Bench.
care.
Bring him off the bench.
Because honestly, if you not starting already and you not solidified to where somebody come to the team and and can take your spot, that means you probably shouldn't have been starting. Because we
Yeah.
got Trae Johnson out there. They ain't putting him on the bench. So I'm just like, Bub, I like you, but you never gonna be the player that Trae Young probably is or has become, or the potential. I don't think Bub Carrington got that type of potential. And I ain't saying
Yeah,
I don't
I
like him,
agree.
but it is what it is. He can be a nice, tough player, but I done seen enough from him over even though this is his second year. You know when you know he ain't gonna be
Yeah,
that guy. I'm been hearing all these analysts talk about is going to kill the Wizards. He's not a locker room guy. He don't help the young players out. I don't agree with that only because you can't lead the league in assists and you're not helping your teammates out.
right.
Like if you watch him play, he makes sorry players look okay. Not sorry, but Clint Capella was not that nice.
Yeah,
Just being honest, he getting people bunnies, dimes. So I'm super excited to see him play. I don't think we're gonna get him this year. I think the Wizards is trying to, I ain't gonna use the word tank because we've been winning games, but I don't think they want to win too many games.
they're trying
Even
to get on the
though
picks.
me being a realist, I don't see Trae Young making us win that many more games.
Not by itself.
Like not by himself, because he's just a small guard. It's hard for it. Got to be a different type of small guard. You got to be like a Steph Curry, even though he's not that small.
But he
Or
is
you
like a
got
Steph.
yeah, but see, and that's another thing. You would think he like a Steph. He don't shoot the three that as well as people probably think. I don't think he ever shot 40% from 3 point.
He
I think
shoot
his
a
best
lot
year
of
was like
bad looks.
38%. Yeah, he shoot a lot of bad shots. So it
Yeah.
make him look bad. Like he just heaving threes up. Because
Mm-hmm.
coming out of Oklahoma, you would have thought he was a 3 point shooter. That's what I thought. But he really not. His his
Yes.
his, his best game is that mid range floaty. So he get to that. And if you come up, once he hitting you with that, that means you coming up, he drawing people up, easy dump offs.
Yeah.
Me personally, if I was the Hawks, I would have kept Trae Young, honestly, and tried to figure it out. Because I think with Trae Young, Jalen Johnson, Kristaps, uh, Oliniyi
A
at the power
conqueror.
forward, yeah, whatever, Nkunku at the power forward. Uh, I would bring Dyson Daniels off the bench and start Nikhil Alexander Walker because I think he more experienced and it don't matter either or. You got him
Mm-hmm.
coming right off as your sixth man. I think that was a team that could have did some damage in the playoffs because I think we'll get to that, but I think Atlanta gonna find out that all right when the playoffs start, you need that extra score.
Yeah.
Honestly, Jalen Johnson is playing so good. Teams starting to scout for him. So either somebody gonna have to step up crazy, which I don't think. I don't think Kristaps is washed, but I don't think he Kristaps of old.
Yeah. I don't
So
either.
now who gonna be that guy? I don't think Dyson and Nikhil Alexander Walker is that yet. I think they probably should have kept DeAndre Hunter. He was a good person in that position, but who knows? So I'm excited to see what my boy Trae do with us, but I don't think we're gonna get him this year.
Okay. So I want to ask you about this. So I had an interesting comment on Instagram when I posted about the trade. And you got a young rookie in Trae Johnson who's been lighting it up from three, especially as of late, since he's been
Over
starting
40%.
and getting more minutes. Shooting from range too, like from the
Yeah,
parking lot.
30 balls.
So they said, shout out our boy Cardo, not Big O, Cardo. He said the new Splash Bros, Trey Young and Trey Johnson. Trigger
We got
trade times two. What you
we
think?
got to come up with a new name. It can't be the Splash Brothers. That's just too
Nah,
much to follow up.
I'm just saying, as far as
Oh, all
that
right.
that idea of having two guys that can pull from that deep, that can just pull up. I know you just spoke and said you don't think Trey Young is that good of a shooter. I think he is. I just think he shot a lot of bad shots.
You're a bad shot, yeah.
But he's a good shooter though. He's someone that you don't want to leave
Yeah,
open.
you
Like
don't want to just sit there and let him.
you don't want to get hot or nothing. That's one of his things. But another rookie, well not rookie, he's a young guy. But I think it's going to help a lot with Alex Sarr. You know, I think he can play a lot of pick and pop with Trey Young, pick and roll with Trey Young. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make the game a lot easier for him on the offense end. And I think that's the main thing. This is going to bring to y'all. I wouldn't sleep on it being game changing. Like Trey Young did take his team even though it was like his third
To
year in
the
the
Eastern
league,
Conference Finals.
to the Eastern
Yeah,
Conference Finals. You know, when the team was fully his. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I
No, I'm
think
not
that
saying not game change. I think franchise changing.
like franchise change, like a
Like he ain't taking us to the
because
Eastern Conference Finals,
you
but just not with
said
the pieces we got.
because you said you didn't think John Wall was franchise changing.
And technically, he wasn't.
I'm just saying, what's the franchise changing though? So you saying a
Like
guy that
I
can
would say
take it all the way?
like not even all the way, but like Shea, Ant Man. Um, I think Cade Cunningham is a franchise changer because even with like John Wall, I don't think nobody believed until we started really, really, really getting some pieces. But him
Oh,
by because his jumper was just when you can't shoot, it's tough.
what about CP3?
Of course.
Okay, I would
See,
say
but
he's.
CP3 could equally score it as well as
I mean, John Wall was
generate.
averaging the same points though.
He was, but it's different, and you know it. He can average the points, but when it's time to really need a bucket to score, I know CP3 can score from any point at the on the court. John Wall couldn't do that at first. That jumper was ugly,
All right.
and that's my guy.
I just want to know what you meant by franchise changing, because you know what I'm saying. He had the city lit. Y'all was in the playoffs every year. You know what I'm saying. So I don't know. He was top point guard in the league at one point.
See, now you trying to get me to talk against my boy. I ain't gonna do it.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to say, like, I thought that was franchise changing. Like, have a team that don't be in the playoffs that often, put them back in the
No, because
playoffs.
when we had John Wall, y'all still was calling us sorry. So clearly we ain't changed it that much.
I mean, I was the Wizards. That's
That's
what
what
you
I'm saying.
do.
Exactly. You see that people
Just
still was
like
like, you still the Wizards.
just
No,
like with
we
us.
ain't changed the franchise then.
Just like with us with the Magic, they do the same thing, man.
No, but y'all had former respect with Tracy McGrady.
All
But
right.
not really. Y'all was sorry then. It's just y'all had that guy. See, we never had no guy like that who was a top guy in the league. I mean, we had Gilbert.
So I'm saying now, yeah, Gilbert probably, and me and Joe was talking about this. Gilbert was the last guy that y'all had, but y'all never traded for nobody
Yeah,
like this. You know what I'm
you right.
saying? Like
Gilbert
Gilbert,
signed with us.
he signed, and then he wasn't even him until he got to y'all for real. Like he
Yeah, it
became
was.
him
Yeah,
there.
you right. It was a mistake. It was accidental, basically. We didn't know we was
Right,
getting this.
right. Like this is like who Trae Young is. So
Yeah.
man, I think it's a big move. Shout out to y'all GM. Since y'all got y'all new GM, I think he been making some good moves. Still, they talk about Koulibaly. Still got Keyshawn George.
See, I think it's gonna
I
help
like all
them
of
out.
y'all young guys. Yeah, it's gonna help them out a
Yeah.
lot. Because when I watch y'all play, it seems like all your young guys are kind of like gunners. They can all do something with the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like if somebody can spread them out and run, and they can run and they can get the ball moving, I think y'all can be all right. And Trae Young, I think it's the perfect piece. Now, like you said, defensively is where he's going to struggle. But y'all got a guy like Alex Sarr
And the wild to the bottom.
and Koulibaly, like you said. So, hey, man, sky's the limit for the Wizards. See what they do next year. If y'all do tank, though, no, not tank. If y'all just continue to be bad, because actually, y'all, y'all ain't trying to lose that much, apparently, because y'all don't want a lot more games than a lot of top teams.
I don't know what they're gonna do, but I know
Cause
they're not. I know I know The GMs is not gonna let us not have a first round pick this year.
right,
And literally,
cause
that our first round pick go to the Knicks, which will be 8, 9, 10. Wherever we finish at, they're gonna get it.
oh, so they already got y'all pick right now.
They got an unprotected pick. So anything 8 and above, they're gonna get it.
Wow.
So we gotta finish 8 and under for our sorriness. That's crazy. That's why it's like I don't know what type of season I want to have. I wanted to keep doing. I wanted to keep punching people in the mouth, but we can't afford to not get one of these players coming out of college.
Man, I'm about to say these players coming out this year, they nice. So
Yeah, you
the
might can
Wizards,
find something.
y'all might have
Even
put yourself
70
in a
each.
good position. If y'all put
That's
y'all
what.
put yourself in a good position.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we get Trae Young next year. Say we get one of these big boys to go to pair with Alex Saw, or we get one of these scorers like I don't
Like
think we're gonna be able
Peterson.
to get him. DJ Binding Steiningson. He
Oh
gives
man,
one of these forwards. Like
he nice.
we'll be okay. We'll start
Yeah,
to really look like a team.
yeah,
Trey
that really
Johnson,
would.
second year. Alex Saw, Keyshawn George, he can be balling a little bit.
Yeah, that'll be all right. Y'all moving in the right direction for sure. Next
That's why
couple years,
I'm
hey
excited.
man, that's good. The Wizards fans are excited. That's good. It's like the rising of all the sorry teams are rising. You know, the Pistons back, the Magic
Okay, so
back,
no,
the
who's
Wizards looking
sorry?
like they're trying to come back. Come on, man. You understand what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm not doing it.
Hey. But now, you know, Trae Young to the Wizards. That was something that a lot of people didn't expect. I mean, after he requested a trade, kept saying he wanted to come to y'all, which I thought it was fake news. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
did too.
I'm like, the Wizards. But hey, he trying to get the city lit. We
Yeah,
gonna
I thought
see.
people were just making memes with his jersey on AI jumps.
We gonna see, dog. All right, so we talked about Trae Young to the Wizards. Now we got to talk about the other side. We got to talk about Jalen Johnson takes over ATL. I'm gonna go first on this one, Devin. Jalen Johnson is one of my guys right here. I don't know if you. I had an old episode, I think last year. He was breaking out, having a good season, just warning the world, hey, this guy can play. This dude can play. And now
Got hurt.
he is so like this is how good he is. The Hawks traded Trae Young for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. That's it. Hey, I saw a whole rack of mock trades. It had CJ, Chris Middleton, Cool Body, had like three draft picks. I'm like, dang,
Hmm.
they have to give up a whole rack for him. But the Hawks like, nah, take him. Just give us this vet, this shooter, and we about to rock out with what we got. Now, on one hand, I'm like, you know, that's cool. It's like they kind of looked out for Trae Young, just sent him where he wanted to go.
Hmm.
But on the other hand, it's like y'all could have got way more for a Trae Young. Like y'all could at least got one of them young players from over there. They ain't getting nothing young, no youth at all. They got
Yeah,
because Corey ain't that young for real. He like a mid-age player, I would say. So, but Jalen Johnson is a beast. Jalen Johnson, since Trae Young had went down, they were just winning. And then Trae Young came back. They went on a 6-game losing streak. And then he got hurt, and they start winning again.
hmm,
I mean, what you supposed to do? What you supposed to do? I would have did the
yeah,
same thing.
I get it.
But Jalen Johnson right now is averaging 20. Hold on, my bad. I'm on Trae Young. He averaging 23.5 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, and that's not even the best part. He's shooting 50% from the field.
Hmm.
The dude is balling. Like, so when he first emerged as like a passer, I said, let me watch. He really got vision. Like if you watch him, he'll be going to the basket and he'll last second throw a wraparound pass or throw a
Yeah,
cross court pass. He got that brownish, that type of passing in him. And I think the Hawks made a good move with this, man. They got a lot of size over there. You name the guys, Dyson Daniels. They got Nikhil Alexander Walker, which I thought he deserved to be a starter because him coming off the bench in Minnesota, I'm like, dog, he need to be
yes,
starting. He need to be
exactly.
starting. I remember people kept saying, that Minnesota need another guard. I'm like, they got a guard. They don't play him. He's
Hmm.
nice. And he a defender. And that seems to be the theme over there. Defense, two-way. Guys that can do both. You got Dyson Daniels. We know about his defense. Nikhil Alexander Walker, two-way player, and he's a shooter. Jalen Johnson. Then you have a Conqueror. Who's the other person that starts? Does
So
the rookie start? Zachary?
Zachary Rocher, uh, I mean, they be switching the lineup in and out since Kristaps been hurt.
Chris Stapps. Chris Stapps is out.
It's supposed to be Porzingis. Sometimes they were starting Luke Kennard, so they just you know switching it up. But now, I do think it's probably going to be. See, I don't know what they're going to run though. I think. I mean, to be honest, Jalen Johnson is like the honorary point guard. He like a point forward.
He is.
They let him run like point forward. So I would go with Jalen Johnson, C.J. McCollum, Nikhil Alexander Walker as my perimeters. And then when Chris Stapps and Okawinoko, that's who I would go with. But to be, I don't know. Like looking at that, do y'all got enough for the like when the playoffs come around? I mean, we're gonna see. This gonna be the year to see what they really are.
It's
If
really
they don't put,
they banking on Jalen Johnson. It
yeah,
seems,
they thinking on him to be a baller. Which honestly, I can't speak badly about him because he haven't shown me no different.
he
He
hasn't.
balling. It don't matter who he playing against. To be
Yeah,
honest, we ran down his numbers, what he averaging. But to be honest, the dude's averaging a triple double. If
I
every
mean,
time I
any
look at
given night.
every time I look at the stat sheet, and I ain't talking about no 10, 10, and 10, 28, 14, and 12. I be like, God dang. And it'd be like the third quarter, he be having those stats. So
Yeah,
I be like, man, he has to be top three in ball usage or usage as all on the court. But then when I look at it, he not even like a gunner where he taking a rack of shots. He actually efficient too.
yeah.
So
That's the
um
best part.
he he everything you want. I don't know where he came from.
Oh, Jalen.
Yeah, because he been in the league for a couple years.
Yeah, I mean, he got a lot of injuries at first,
Yeah.
and I don't think he was starting. They had what's his name, Collins. Remember
Which one?
John Collins? Remember he was there too.
Oh my God. Which let me I'll show John Collins some of the last three games he done had a couple good games.
He said last three though.
I mean that's all I can do. Once the Clippers start really trying to play like a team.
Whoa, them boys terrible.
They really are. I'm not a
They
fan of theirs,
at
but
all.
like that's a whole different story right there. Don't get me twisted. Don't get me wrong. Kawhi still can hoop, but they terrible.
So Zachary
Um,
do start.
he start see on with him. I haven't paid attention too much to him because obviously it was he went first and Alex R went second. So I tried to always keep up with him. But his name, honestly, both of them is not a number one or two pick. It's just that draft was just what it was that year. If you're being honest.
But I feel like Sar is showing more worth than his brother
He
because
really,
he's established himself as a shot blocker at least.
yeah, he did. And
Zachary,
he picking up on his double doubles now.
that is true. Zachary is like, what are you, bro? You had some
Yeah.
games you a good shooter slash scorer. Some games like,
But
what are
you
you?
know what? I think, and I don't know why they didn't pick him. They did a disservice. Alex Shaw was supposed to be the number one pick. It
Yeah,
was like consensus that this was who's gonna be the guy. So when they picked Zachary, I was like, dang, we got Alex Shaw. Because when they were speaking about it, they was like, he liked that. Trick me. He ain't what they said, but he better than he technically was supposed to be the number one guy. And
yeah,
I didn't understand why the Hawks didn't pair him and Trae Young together, but they finally getting to play what they were supposed to.
yeah. Shout out to my boy Tomo. Tomo said Sar told the Hawks he ain't want to play for the. Oh,
Okay.
hey man,
Well,
I don't know why he ain't want to play with Trey Young.
yeah, like is that one of the like did he not want to play with Trae Young? Because like you come to the Wizards, who was I don't even know who our point guard at the time was somebody sorry as hell.
So that is a good question though. Like, are they gonna have enough when the playoffs start? Now they do get Kristaps back, which will help. He's a veteran that's been there. He's a mismatch. I can't even lie. The dude a mismatch. You know what I'm
He
saying?
really is
Like
when he
he
healthy,
just
when he playing.
yeah. when he playing, he's 7 feet and can shoot. He can finish. Like the dude mismatch. Trust me, I know. I'm a Magic fan. Every time we played them, it was a mismatch. It was nothing we can do unless we hacked him up. We realized like broke his nose or something. We was hacking him up
Yeah.
so much. Shout out to my boy on Tomo, Wizards fan. Wizards, we lit. I think he just wanted to come to DC. Well, that's what he was saying. LOL. Hey
Mm.
man, it could be it though, because the city is lit. You know, we gonna see a DMV is a lit spot. But so let me ask you this, Devin, right quick. Who you think won a trade? Do you think y'all won it because y'all got Trae Young, or do you think the Hawks won it because they got rid of Trae Young?
I think we won it because we got Trey Young. I don't think them getting rid of Trey Young was the smartest move
Oh yeah, you did
because
say that.
I'm looking at the roster. They don't got that many like guys, to be honest. So I don't see why you wouldn't send out as much firepower as you can. I really don't get. I think it could have worked with Trey Young, even though they lost him. I mean, I guess the numbers don't show because they lost him 6 games. But I think he was just coming back and trying to get in the flow of stuff. He was having like 9 points, but every game he was almost double digit assists. So I'm like, he out
Yeah,
there doing something. Like, come on now. But then it was never Kristaps on the floor at the same time. So the team, you ain't even see the team fully healthy.
right.
I really think with Trey Young, Jalen Johnson, Kristaps, Alexander Walker, and the power forward, double O. That's what we call him, double O. You got something there that you might
Yeah,
you could mess around and win a playoff series against the
yeah,
right team. So I just don't understand, like, because honestly, I like Jalen Johnson. Don't get me wrong, but he gonna get doubled, tripled in the playoffs. Like when playoffs come, what they gonna do? They don't have nobody to bail them out. And that's the one thing I think people forgetting or missing about Trey Young. He likes pressure. If
yup,
you remember him against the Knicks, especially out them Knicks series, he was getting vilified by everybody in the stadium. Still hitting.
yeah,
He reminded me of how Reggie Miller was. Like every time, the more y'all talk about him, the better he play. It's hard finding people like that that's not going to shy away from pressure. So that's why I'm excited because all these people talking about him and all this, all they do is make him play better. It's hard
yeah,
finding a guy like that that's like he just clutch. Ain't nothing I can say. They should not have made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. He is clutch.
and they would have won if he didn't get hurt, in my
If
opinion.
he didn't get hurt, yeah. I
Cause you
don't
got to
know.
think of,
They
bruh,
play Giannis and them boys.
bruh. It was. I'm
Giannis
telling you,
dog.
bruh. Listen, I know Giannis a dog, but he kind of like Westbrook. Only difference is he's 7 feet.
Yeah,
Like they not that skilled, bro. They just relentless. You feel me?
they relentless.
And
Yeah,
Russ can't win that way because he ain't 7 feet. The difference is like Giannis is unstoppable because he's 7 feet and he relentless.
yeah,
Because I just saw him play against the Warriors last night, and it's like he was trying to keep up. He was trying to do pull ups, little fadeaway. He was
yeah.
breaking. I'm like, all right. But Trey Young, I think they would have won that series, bro. Because it was nothing they could do with him, bro, out there. And no telling what type of career Trey Young would have had if he would have made it to the
He got to
finals
the Super- So if
and
he
didn't
got to
get
the
hurt.
finals, do you think? Nah, I don't think they would have got Phoenix. I think CP3 would have did him dirty.
I don't know.
He a little too strong for him on the block. I think he would have posted him. They would have had
They
to do
probably
something different.
they probably would have switched that.
They would have to switch it or something.
They
But you
probably
can't switch. Where you gonna switch him to? You
I'm
switch
trying
him
to
from the
think.
point guard to the shooting guard. He can't check Devin Booker either. It'd
They
been
had
terrible
Devin
for him.
Booker. They had CP, Devin Booker, Mikael
Then
Bridges.
you can't switch him on the small forward, even if the small forward was Royce O'Neal. This is
Now
NBA.
they had Mikael
They
Bridges.
had McKill Red. Oh yeah, he wouldn't have made it. He would have got. Yeah, there's nothing he
Who
can did out there.
who was they power forward that year? I'll look that up. But
You had DeAndre Ayton was there and somebody.
yeah, I gotta look that up. But Trey Young to the Wizards, man. It's exciting. Now I think the games. It's crazy. My first Wizards game, like once I became an adult and was buying my own stuff, was when Trae Young came and he cooked. So
And he lit us up. Yeah.
yeah, shout out to Trae Young, man. Shout out to Trae Young. So you got anything else you want to add to this Trae Young, Jalen Johnson mix?
I just man, honestly, I do think I can't even say Jalen Johnson a better player. He's playing better right now because the boy did get them to the Eastern Conference Finals. He averaged nothing less than almost 25 a game and double digit assists. So it's not. It's like if you say Trae Young name, people like frown up or act like he a bad player. But I'm like, look at the man numbers.
Exactly.
Like, he literally led the league last year in assists. Come on now, like so. I don't know. I think people don't forgot how good he was when he was hitting all these ice tray shots and putting the Knicks out the series and putting the Cavaliers out. Like people don't forget about my boy. Hopefully he can get back to that. Because honestly, that Knicks team wasn't even, I mean that Hawks team wasn't even that good
It
for them
wasn't.
to get. I'm trying to think of who was on the team. They weren't even that good for them to get taken to the that was more of a surprise than Indiana going to because I watched Indiana. I know what type of team they got. If you actually look at the players, they grit and grindy. I'm not shocked they got to the playoffs. I mean to the finals. But that
Right.
Hawks team, I was super shocked. So who knows? Trae Young might do something like that with us.
Shout out to Joe. He said Trae Young know how to win games and he never had a good team. So he
Exactly.
had Trae Young, Kevin Herter, um,
Mm,
Bogdanovich, John
mm.
Collins, and Clint Capella.
That that's the Wizards.
And yeah,
There's no way that team got to the Eastern Conference Finals.
they beat the Sixers.
Maybe the Sixers.
That's
That's the Ben
terrible.
Simmons. That was the Ben Simmons out of their pass.
That was the best. That was a
Exactly.
tragedy. Ben Simmons.
So I
Oh,
don't,
that.
the Wizards team not that bad. We kind of on par with that Hawks team because if you go player for player, they probably a little better because you know the name John Collins and all them. But another year or two under our belt, Alex Saw gonna be better. Trey Johnson gonna be
Trey
better.
Johnson.
Bilal Coulibaly gonna be better. And who knows who we get in the draft? Like
Exactly. Sky's the
we
limit, man.
we on the verge.
Y'all are. Y'all gonna be a lot more competitive next year. I can definitely say that. I can definitely
And
say that. And
we just beat a top supposedly a top tier team. So I don't know.
Joe also said, and when he went against the Celtics, he got a game in Boston, and that team should have gotten swept by 20 each game. Dang. Only bad thing I can remember though is when they played the Heat. When he played the Heat and they strapped him,
Yeah.
he couldn't do nothing that
Yeah, he
series.
look, but that's a different type of team.
Yeah, they strapped him like it was Jimmy Butler, and Bam just
And
switching
Bam,
on him.
yeah,
I said he got one game, but he averaged
yeah, he
15
he
points.
really looked bad that series. He looked like a little kid just throwing
Yeah,
up shots. But I mean,
yeah,
what you gonna do?
there was nothing he can do right there. No help. Then they went and got DeJounte Murray, and I didn't think that was gonna work neither because it's just nothing but just add another guard to a
Here's
guard
another
that
guard
already need the
who kind of
ball.
pass. Yeah, he passed the ball a lot, so it's like that's not gonna work.
Exactly. You need somebody that's a bigger guard that get straight buckets or something.
Which I like Trey Johnson. He not that yet, but that's why I'm waiting to see who we get in this draft. If we get a legit score, oh, we gonna be on to something
Yeah, I agree.
because to take
Hey man,
pressure off.
it's a lot of good players in this draft. A lot of good
That's why
players.
I'm not.
So
It's at least 7 to 8 deep. That's just. I wouldn't be mad if we get one. So I don't
exactly.
know. Like we getting somebody good this year if we on board drive and start winning all these games.
We gonna see. Then for the Hawks, we gonna see if Jalen Johnson, if they made the right decision because you do add some depth to your bench, adding a guy like a CJ McCollum. You know what I'm saying?
He
Because
ain't coming off the bench.
I put him off the bench.
I think they're gonna start him. You
They would,
don't have to start him, but I think they're gonna start him.
they gonna leave the start lineup how it is. Watch, and they're gonna just bring him off the bench because he a guard that can help. What other guard do they have?
They don't
Other
have one
than
because I don't consider Dyson Daniels a real guard. He like that
but
one that run
he
around.
gonna be
He
starting
terrorize.
though
Yeah, he a terrorizer.
off the bench. Yeah, he gonna be the only guard. They got the shooter, Vic. I can't, I don't-
Vic
yeah,
Creature.
yeah, him. So just CJ gonna be the point guard off the bench. Watch.
Yeah, because they're not taking the ball out of Jalen Johnson hand. But he got to know, or he got to be ready to like. This it. This your team now, champ.
Yeah, and 6'8" can do it all. We gonna see. Yeah, that's all you got for the joint, though, my boy.
Yeah, that's all I got. You know, I'm just excited for my mom. I don't feel like it's gonna be no more disrespect out here on my Wizards. I mean, we already doing things.
Go ahead, get your last words in.
Ask your Magic about us. Yeah, no more disrespect to my team.
We know about y'all.
Hey,
y'all one of the only teams we swept last year. My bad. Go ahead.
Hey, chat. Your man ain't respond to me in 48 hours after the loss. I'm like, dang. Dang. But Wizards coming 2027. You know, at least, you know, Wizards coming 2027 is going to be before the Magic's supposed to win a championship. And what do you say, 2035?
He did say something like that.
What you man say? So look out for my team. Excited for my man Trigger Trae. Appreciate y'all having me on. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. And I'm gonna say, shout out to my Magic. You know what I'm saying? We did just take an L to the Wizards, but Coach took the starters out for half of the game because they wasn't playing well, and he rolled with the bench, who came back from 20, but he never rolled back with the starters. So they deserve that W. We deserve that L because we trying to get further than just regular season wins. We trying to get in the playoffs and do things there. So
where you watch that game at?
With the Wizards?
Yeah.
I was on my phone with it.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah, because you know local jumps don't be on the NBA jump.
On the jump. Now I thought you was going to that game.
I was gonna go, but look, I forgot all about the game.
Oh man.
I forgot.
I remember how I was geeking. Like
that's why.
Look, I was like, he got to sit there and watch this. See, I thought you win.
That's why we lost.
Oh, because
I wasn't there. Every time I go, we beat y'all.
I'm telling you, the piss.
Yeah, I would have done, especially because he set all the starters second half. Man, I would have been blown. But yeah, another thing. Shout out to my Steelers. We played Monday. Play the Texans round 1.
We played you. What you talking about?
You ain't shot your team out. My bad.
You acting like my team ain't in it.
Yeah. Trigger Trae. You talking about Trigger Trae? Yeah. But you know we gotta get this playoff win, man. We need it. But shout out to Devin. You want to shout your football team out?
Yeah, shout out to my Buffalo Bills, the #1 team in the land. Bills Nation, Bills Mafia, leading Russia in the NFL. Come on now. That's why he said he went to Saquon money. Y'all hear him? Go ahead, get him right.
Hey, you heard Devin, man. A lot of people say that's why Josh Allen is so successful. You know, I try to fight back. You know,
who said that? Ain't nobody say that.
I'm trying to tell you, they be trying to discredit my man because they say James because of James Cook.
It's definitely the opposite way around. Come on now.
I feel the same way, but
it's not even close.
So, but thank everybody for tuning in today. That's all we got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the whole show. Tap in with the network, become a member, like, subscribe, and share. And I hope everybody have a good day. And you know we gonna come back. Devin, you gonna try it again?
No, I'm not gonna try it again. Before I go though,
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.